The global population around the world, in particular in Africa, is considered to be very young. And through the linkages we have through the internet and other forms of communications like the telephone, it has made it in a way that our aspirations and aspirations of young people and other emerging leaders are the same. But the capacity and the reality of achieving these aspirations, or even half of these aspirations, is not the same. It's proportionately more in negatives when it comes to places like where we live in Africa.
When people talk about Africa, when you see Africa presented in the media, it's a poor continent, war, disease, genocide, death, and all manner of things that do not portray the true potential of the continent.
I think in development practice, which I've been in for many years, the mindset and the orientation was always towards treating a continent like Africa as a charity case.
Germany in 2011 imported 11 million bags of coffee worth 3.6 billion. Africa exported 10 million bags of coffee worth 2 billion. So Germany, that doesn't have a single coffee tree, made more money from coffee than the whole of Africa, where the coffee is grown. We look like beggars, but we're standing on great wealth. Do we have potential or do we not have potential? Now, if that potential is to be harnessed, it is going to be you, the young people, who are going to say, you know what? We have the potential, we have the capability, and we have the mind to be able to create products, services, opportunities to create wealth and bring transformation in our communities.
Some people have said, these goals are not specific on youth issues. And I would tend to differ on that, because I think every single of those 17 goals touch on issues that face young people. The challenge is going to be how creatively and smartly we interpret them.
That's why Leo Africa considers it extremely important that we are able to meet at this time to have what is called a conversation worth having, and to talk about the SDGs not just as a global framework, but as a policy instrument that provides opportunities for domestic translation and for pursuing policies that can enable countries like ours to confront the enormous challenges that we have.
Are you a thinker? Are you a change maker? Are you an innovator? Are you a leader? Whatever part you choose to play in achieving the SDGs for our country, for the greater good, express yourself. And I'm sure that once you express yourself, people will be able to listen to you.
Nobody has a right to steal your dream because you've just started it and they didn't, or because in their time frame success doesn't look like it has happened.
We have gotten inspiring talks today of people who have achieved something as individuals, defying the odds despite a difficult environment. We have talked about ideas for collective action, collective transformation. I believe we have many very capable organizations and institutions here, many different actors, and sometimes it just needs the right people and the right platform to ensure that we synergize.